February of 2019, I was putting on my makeup and I felt something weird over here and I realized there was a lump and it was about the size of a marble and I completely ignored it until November when it started to grow. And at first I could just cover it with my hair and it wasn't a big deal, but it got to be so big you could see it. And I bought Dr. Joe's Progressive and Intensive online, and I was like, I'm gonna meditate this away. And I bought it so I could, on my drive home for Thanksgiving, I could listen to it for the 10 hours one way and 10 hours on the way back, which I did. But of course, when you go home for Thanksgiving in my hometown and the whole thing, I hadn't been back in years, a lot of stress, and the thing just blew up and just became huge. And you can't walk down the street without somebody seeing you get this big thing on the side of your face. So when I got back to Texas, I went to the doctor and they did a CT scan, and big words for it's a tumor. It was a parotid tumor. It was sitting on the parotid gland, which is the salivary gland, and right on top of the facial nerve. So they said, well, the only way to get rid of it is surgery, of course. And he said, but it's sitting right on top of your nerve. So if we just even get close to that nerve, the whole right side of your face could be paralyzed for the rest of your life. So I had my choice, that doctor or Dr. Joe, and I chose Dr. Joe. And I really doubled down. I did the Blessing of the Energy Centers every single day, sometimes twice, and I was just determined. And by the end, and I kept walking around the house and I would put my hand up there and just sort of pretend like I was touching it, and I would say to myself, oh, it's gone. And I just said that over and over and over. And finally one day I put my hand there and I went, oh, it's gone. Like just weeks, in weeks. It went from you have to have that out by surgery to it's just gone, and I can't explain it. I never went back to the doctor to explain it to him, but it felt like a miracle. So I signed up for Spain in 2020, which was the first one to get canceled. And I'm finally here at a week long. And it's so profound. And I know the next one I come to, I'll have another testimonial because it's been amazing.
What would you tell someone? We get this question all the time. I can't afford to go to an event, so I can't heal without going to an event.
So I gave up my power to, I'm gonna go to Spain and get a coherence healing. And so I realized I was doing that. I'm giving up my power to something outside of me. And I went back to the meditation and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And it'll go when it's ready to go, and it went super fast.
And that was just from, you had never been to an event?
Never been to an event. I did buy the Progressive online and just did what he said.
You what?
I know, I did what he said.
So you didn't have to do any voodoo or special diets, or what else? Anything else?
I've been on every diet on the planet, none of which worked, but the meditations worked.